Mention Dallas once and they know who we are. The infamous star shine brighter than any. Then turn your YouTube on and just start listening to Henny. You know what he spit is legit facts and stacks. Breaking down the cash that's buried all in the contracts. Who got hurt? Who got benched? What's the score? Ask the man behind the hat in the shades, your landlord. Giving us a real, he ain't scared to name names. Delivering the NFL news with southern slang. Move out the way, don't want no birds, no cheesesteaks. Or them tiny little men from New York, get up your weight. And Washington, hey yo, what's your name again? You had the biggest year of your life, still couldn't win. And then again, they don't got time to mess with you. West Coast is in the booth and he getting the interviews. With Jerry Jones, you know we make sure we in the news. And the people saying give us some more, they can't refuse. They call up Blue, get all his takes, he coming through. Now we drunk and nefarious and they taking y'all to school. Cowboys College, fill you up with all the knowledge. They link up with Boss or with Vach, you gotta watch it. And it's you got it, dropping the intro, get to know me. We staying on their neck until we holding up the trophy. Again, yeah.
You don't know half the stuff that was happening.
You already know what it is.
Playing for the Cowboys is different.
Yo, big up HTM Sports. Landlord from Alabama and West Coast Cowboy.
No matter what they say.
Giving you the best of Cowboys Convos, Cowboys news and everything that's going on in and around the NFL.
And the only thing else I got to say is, how about this Cowboys?
You better tap in, man.
And we are live. Yeah, baby boy, and we are live. Lord, you alive over there, baby? I don't know. They might have assassinated the landlord, but say something. Say something again. All right, so it looks like we're having some technical difficulties with Land. He'll be back in momentarily. But this is Cowboys Convos, where we have conversations about the Dallas Cowboys, man. I am the owner and sole proprietor of the liquor store, Henny Demore. If you want to just fuck your liver up, you know, and you just want to end up on dialysis one day, we got all the liquor, you know, to mess up your ticker, man. So we got hen, we got gin, and everything else under the sun to make you sin. Now, Landlord's picture looks clear. It looks like he's in 4K right now. So I know he's here. And before I even let Landlord say anything, if there were any ligaments stolen in your area, he did it. Right? He is the sole proprietor of Ligaments Are Us, the ligament snatcher himself, Landlord, owner of the Trap. And if you need something stronger, you know the Trap is right around the corner, man. How you doing today, brother? Oh shit, I can't hear nothing my boy said.
All right, check.
All right, I heard you that time. Say something one more again.
This shit ain't working right.
All right, I can't hear cuz he disappeared again too. Y'all let us know what the audio sounded like. Is it just Landlord stuff going in and out, or is it me? Y'all let me know, because y'all know I've been fighting all kind of technical demons and stuff. But yeah, y'all let me know what the audio's like right now, man. Scale of 1 to 10 for me, because I know that Land is going in and out right now. But y'all let me know what's going on with the audio. He said, that's how you know Landlord being the Trap. He ain't never got no service. All right, Darren said loud and clear on his end. What's up with the Chase Dub? Good evening to you. Okay, cool. I never be knowing, so I gotta make sure, man. I be having to make sure. But we got a lot to discuss, man. Land will eventually find its way in. You know, we gonna rock. We gonna make it happen. But we got a lot to discuss today, man. We got a whole lot to discuss. We got to ask the real question, man. Are the Dallas Cowboys ready? Are the Dallas Cowboys ready to draft? No, that's the real question right now. Are they ready to draft? And we just got to take a look at these moves, man. We got to take a look at these moves and ask ourselves, are we comfortable with just these additions alone to go into the draft? Right? And these are all the acquisitions the Dallas Cowboys have made so far. They traded for Rashawn Gary. He took a pay cut. That's cool. They did spend a little bit of money to bring in Jalen Thompson. He was one of the better safeties on the open market. Would have preferred that they went ahead and pointed up that 7th-round pick and gave that contract, to Minkah Fitzpatrick. But that's neither here nor there. PJ Locke, solid rotational guy, did get some starting reps with the Denver Broncos at one point. Tito Agbania, very good run-stopping defensive tackle. Sam Williams is Sam Williams. We know this man. We're not going to get into a soliloquy about Sam. Hopefully he stays healthy and he can eventually reach, the potential that he had coming out of Ole Miss. Sam Howell. Now, this is actually a sneaky good signing to me with the Sam Howell acquisition. Because I'm not going to hold you. If we needed to win one game with Joe Milton, I question our ability to do that. I ain't going to lie to you. I question that we would be able to win just a singular game. Let's say Dak Prescott just got the flu. You know what I'm saying? Let's say the boy just got the flu. I'm not saying he's hurt for the season or nothing. He just got the flu. They're not going to let him play. Ain't enough NyQuil in the world to get him on the field that day, right? Let's say that happened. I trust Sam Howell more at this point to come in and win a football game for us than I do Joe Milton. Right? And I'm not sitting here acting like Sam Howell just this amazing quarterback and no shit like that. But Sam Howell as a passer of the football, and as a guy that actually started an entire season, I got a little bit more faith in that because at least I got a bigger sample size to pull from with Sam Howell. So in regards to that backup quarterback position, and I think it should be an open competition. And if it is, I think that Sam Howell might actually end up being the backup quarterback. I trust Sam Howell more than Joe Milton. Now, is Joe Milton a better athlete and bigger and stronger, all this other stuff? Yeah. But Sam Howell can throw the football more accurately. He can deliver the football more accurately. He got more starter experience. He got more NFL experience. So I would prefer Sam Howell over somebody like Joe Milton right now if I had just one football game. All right, let's try this again. Landlord, are you there? All right. Salute the Keystone too, man. He is a member of the liquor store patrons. He said, my country cousin, what up? What's Gucci with you, man? Thank you for tapping in. And y'all also remember, man, support your country kinfolk down here. We are still having a raffle. Every $5 that you send will get you a raffle entry. Every time you send $20, you will get 5 raffle entries. We're going to be giving away a jersey right after the draft. So we get a Reuben Bain or a David Bailey or a Caleb Downs, or we get, we go offense and we get not Jordan Love, but Jeremiah Love or something like that. You can get the jersey. So $5 an entry, $20 for 5. We're going to be running the raffle all the way until the end of April. And if you want to join in, you can hit the Cash App. It's $ Henny DeMore for raffle entries. Every $5 will get you a raffle entry. And man, I ain't seen my boy JJ the Mime in 50 years, man. How you been living, JJ? He said the feds got landlord. Yeah, I don't know, man. All them ligaments that came back to bite my nigga, man. They got him hemmed up behind the ACL at this point. All right, so let's finish out the list. Tyrus Wheat, And listen, it was one of our own guys. We drafted Tyrus Wheat, or what's he at UDFA? I can't remember. But point being, he was somebody already in the program. We're familiar with Tyrus Wheat. He still hasn't reached his peak or his pinnacle. He's still a young, developing pass rusher. I don't know what he is. Kobe Durant, probably my favorite signing. I'm not going to lie to you. For as many questions as I have about Rashawn Gary and everybody else, I like Kobe Durant. I watched a lot of his film. I've seen a lot of his targets. I've seen his ball production. I've seen his competitiveness. So I like the Kobe Durant signing a whole lot. All right, Lan, what's up with you, bro?
What's happening, man?
All right. Yeah, we got you. All right, man.
Lord.
Hell yeah. Shit. There, my nigga.
There's a lot going on over here, man. The weather bad. It's been raining. It's been snowing in March. Please tell me why the hell it's snowing in Birmingham, Alabama in March. And I'm talking about some good snow, too.
Man, that is crazy as hell. You were telling me this morning, too. And also, Peach just said, Henny, he was waiting to come in with security. Got to keep him safe. Hey, that's the story we're going to go with.
You got to make a grand entrance. Shout out to security change. The head of security features in the building.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, Lan, and last person before I pass it to you, Matt Hennessy. I like the boy just because of his name. He's a backup offensive lineman. He can play guard.
That's his cousin. That's his cousin.
Yeah. I'm buying a Matt Hennessy jersey too. It's just gonna be too perfect to just have Hennessy on the back of a Cowboy jersey. Like I'm just gonna be 1,000 with you. He may never play, but I'm gonna have me a Matt Hennessy jersey. Y'all gonna think that bitch a custom? No, I got the Matt Hennessy on, dog. Real talk. But yeah,
while we playing, his family might own the brand. Goddamn, who knows?
You never know. Cause we gonna have to look into that. JJ said, "Freak Lord in the house." Hold on now.
Hold on now.
He wasn't at them parties with the baby oil, man.
Oh, that's that damn talking ass mime. The world's talkingest mime on the planet. This nigga.
And hey, Stephen Carroll down that way. He said, "Yeah, it was good, but did not stick." Landlord, talk about that snow.
Yeah, it looked like it was finna stick for a minute. I'm talking about it was coming down heavy, but it slacked up though. It slacked up.
Thank God. Yeah, like I was telling you, man, that weather machine they got over there done broke, man.
Yeah, that been tweaking out. It got a malfunction in it or something.
Yeah, Lan. But man, I'm gonna pass to you, man. Just based on this, like, how do you feel that you just see all these people together? If this everybody the Dallas Cowboys has either signed or have brought back. How are you feeling just looking at them overall? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are your thought process? Because we trying to get to the point where we can draft.
I feel like, I'm still feeling like we need an edge. We need another edge. Another veteran edge to round this stuff off. And I think we'll be ready because I told you, every year from here on out, my number one mission is to get this team to a status to where I'm comfortable drafting BPA. Any voids you got, you need to be signing somebody that you're comfortable playing. I think that's the standard we need to be on. You need to sign somebody in free agency or trade for somebody that you're comfortable playing. So when you get to the draft, you can have a clear mind and just draft the best player.
Yeah. And I agree with you. Like, I wholeheartedly agree with your standpoint, your train of thought, because I want that too. You know what I'm saying? I think you're more content with it than I am because I think they need 2 more players. I think they need a middle linebacker, and I think they need an edge rusher as well. And the reason why I feel so adamant about them having a veteran middle linebacker on this team, because listen, the pass rusher is self-explanatory. You sucked rushing the passer last year. We ain't even talk about it. But when it comes down to, matter of fact, let me just see if I got like some images. Let me just pull an image up when I talk about linebacker. Tell me which one of these niggas you want to be your green dot. Because DeMarvion Overshown's not a middle linebacker. He's better outside playing like a Will or a Sam. They moved Maris Leofow as to outside linebacker, turned him to a pass rusher this year. So you're either going to go with Justin Barron or Shamar James as. So I feel like you really need a veteran middle linebacker, not just because you ain't got one on your team, but because of the system they're going to run over here. There's going to be a lot of communication. You know, if it's really going to be a Vic Fangio style defense, they do a lot of match principles, meaning they'll play some cover 4, they'll play some cover 6. You know, that means it's going to be zone that turns into man, and you're going to be responsible for passing people off. And if it's a 2x1, you might have to do this, or a 3x1, you have to do this, or it's an even 2x2 split. You know, your responsibilities change at that point too. And somebody got to communicate all this shit. And I don't necessarily know if I want somebody coming in that ain't played against NFL offenses to do that shit. You know what I mean? And let's be 1,000% real. When it comes to, like, you know, return on investment at linebacker and edge, when they talk about drafting one first round, neither one of them motherfuckers 9 times out of 10 is going to hit the ground running. Like, most of these pass rushers don't come out the plastic getting 10 sacks. Most of these middle linebackers don't come out the plastic running the defense and setting the adjustments and setting the fronts. You know, this shit takes time.
Facts. I agree with that. I feel like,
and listen,
you know, I don't want to draft a rookie defensive lineman at all. Not if I'm trying to win now. I'm good. The only way I give 2 people a chance, I told you, David Bailey and Ruben Bain. If your name ain't neither one of them, I can't really put too much trust in drafting you and expecting a day one impact, especially not in this draft right here.
That's my concern. And I'm not even asking them to get the best linebacker in the world. I think there's still some guys you possibly could trade for or bring in that are good enough. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying go fire Ray Lewis. I'm not saying trade for Roquan Smith or no shit like that. I'm just saying, like, somebody like Jermaine Pratt. Even if you got to draft a linebacker, he can't be the only middle linebacker on your team. If he's going to take over the job at one point, he needs somebody to show him how to do the shit. You don't actually have a player on your team that could show a young rookie middle linebacker how to play the position. All that shit would have to be up to coaches. I believe in the big brother program. I believe that you need to have a mentor to guide you and walk you through this NFL journey that's actually playing good football, so I can model myself after you. I can model my habits after you. I can model my preparation after you. Like, all I got to do if I want to have a good role model for how to be a long-term middle linebacker in the NFL, I just need to look across the locker room and see that motherfucker. That's not on the team right now.
So what you're saying is you want them to hijack Sanborn back so they can show them the way of the world. That's what you're trying to say.
I almost shot you through the TV monitor. You know, I don't know if you ever seen the movie Wanted. Don't know if it was in there. They were bending bullets behind walls and shit. I was gonna bend the bullet all the way from Texarkana to Alabama on your ass.
so my bad. You was talking about Kenneth Murray. My fault. I got you.
See, this is why you will never see the gates of heaven, landlord. All these sins you commit against me on a daily basis. On a daily basis.
That's why I want to get to see heaven for this shit. That's terrible.
Man, but nah, for real though, like, you need somebody, and I think I might have a list, but I think it's like somebody like Jermaine Pratt would be fine. You know, I think if you made a move and brought in like a veteran, you know, middle linebacker, that'd be fine. Because I'm not sitting here asking, you know, for much. I just need a veteran middle linebacker that knows how to play in a Vic Fangio style defense. That's it. I'm not asking for the best pass rusher in the league. What happened?
Whoa, stop the show. The big dog, the GOAT, Stephen Carroll just came through with a cash out of this world, man. He got a slew of interest to this raffle. So salute to Stephen Carroll, the GOAT in the building, man. We appreciate you, my guy.
Salute to Stephen Carroll on my end too. It just dropped in. It said for support. Well, my brother in Christ, I gotta add your raffle.
That's exactly what you did. And hey, ask us both a question. You get a flurry of questions if you want them, my guy. Let me know what you want to know.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Steven, just start asking questions. We'll stop the show and answer this shit because that's them big boy. That big boy help right there.
That's we appreciate big boy help right there. Yeah, you deserve that. Whatever you want to know, whatever you want to talk about, you feel me? He paid for it. But salute to Stephen Carroll, man. He always, this ain't a one-off, but this ain't the first time, man. Stephen be holding us down. We appreciate you, my guy.
Hell yeah. You know, he's a long-standing, supporter of this platform, man. So we appreciate the brother.
You want to know something interesting about these linebackers, though?
Talk to me.
Why in the hell did they say Leofow as a pass rusher and not Overshawn, though?
That didn't make sense to me.
Overshawn actually got the pass rush ability. Shamar James, too. They said all the people that don't got the pass rush ability, you're going to make them into a pass rusher.
That didn't make no sense. Maris would be a great interior linebacker.
We got to trust CP, man. It's hard to trust him when we don't know what he got going on for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I just hope, I'm sure he did his hard work. I'm sure he's a well-studied, well-organized young man. He would not be in the situation he's in right now, getting all this praise. He would not be. But I just want to make sure he know our team, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Because some of the stuff he's saying to be feeling like, man, is he kind of winging it because it's still early? Or is he, you know what I'm saying? I know he going to do the necessary work, but maybe he ain't did it yet. Because some of the stuff he said is like, I don't know about that, my guy. Hell no. Nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was feeling Maris as a pass rusher. I think Maris can play middle linebacker, to be honest with you.
Also, man, salute to Trav with the cash app. He said slapped Eagles and Giants fans, man.
As you should.
Salute to you. He says Shoddy love misleading everyone. He might be. I hope it's a smoke screen.
On my end too.
I swear to God, I hope it's a smoke screen though, man. Because Maris got that safety background. He can cover. He's not a scary tackler. He do need to refine some of his tackling mechanics. He do miss some tackles from time to time. But I like Maris as an overall player. I think he would be a pretty good middle linebacker, especially if he was in the buddy program already. If he actually had other middle linebackers this entire time that were good, showing him how to play the position, he would probably be ready already. You know what I'm saying?
Now, don't think for 1 minute that we pushing for Maris to be the middle linebacker. We just saying out of these guys, I think I would play Maris at middle linebacker over all the other ones. That's what we saying. Now, are we saying we don't need nobody else? Hell no. We would take a veteran in a heartbeat. But we talking about we working with what we got right now. And what we got, I feel like Maris would be the better middle linebacker as far as the green dot goes.
All right, so
But we in a dilemma though, because you can't be the green dot unless you know the goddamn defense. So we got a lot of work to do, man. We got a lot of work to do. They're gonna have to learn this defense in training camp. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he'll have time to learn it in training camp or through the offseason, but they need to be attached to the hip of Christian Parker. Everybody. If we want this defense to be better, day one, you know what I'm saying? At least a formidable defense, at least an NFL caliber defense, they're going to have to be attached to the hip this whole offseason. Everybody buying in. And I think Christian can do it, man. I really do. But he going to have to do it. He going to have to galvanize the troop. He going to have them all on one accord, all on the same page, and ready to go run through a brick wall. That's your task, young man. You got to take us from shit to sugar. At least, you know what I'm saying, not shit. You know what I'm saying? We got to get away from the shit part. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to be closer to something good. So, I believe he can do it. like we said, we just got to make sure he get the right tools, he get the right guidance. Because what I'm hearing is he the one making the move. So if it's in the move that you didn't like, what I'm hearing is he's the one that's pushing most of this stuff. Like the Osa trade, they saying that was CP. They saying most of these things that was happening is CP because they got a real fine-tooth comb and how they going through these players because they got specific weight, specific trait that they looking for. So that's why a lot of linebackers, they said a lot of linebackers was not on their list because they got a specific linebacker type that they looking for. Like they eliminated half of the linebackers when the free agency started because of what their criteria was. So they being real picky, and I'm hoping, they probably gonna draft one. But I don't know if I trust that rookie starting out running my whole defense. I just don't think I like that. So if we don't pick up a vet before the beginning of the season, I'd be surprised.
You and me both, man. And listen, I don't want people, again, I want to reiterate this. I don't want people to think it's an either or thing. You realistically need a much better lead pass rusher and an actual middle linebacker. You know what I'm saying? And it's doable. You have the cap space to do both at this point. You still can work something out with the Quinn Williams money. His contract is still up for you to make maneuvers and clear cap space. You're already at $20 million in open cap space, right? You might be able to get another 20 depending on what you do with the Quinn Williams deal. You know what I'm saying? So you could be sitting at $40 million. Bring in a pass rusher, get him on the books, rework his deal. Linebackers don't make that kind of money no goddamn way unless you're going to trade for like one of the best. So you got enough cap to figure it out and get a veteran middle linebacker and, a war daddy. Shout out to Boston them. They pushing for a veteran war daddy. I am too. I want them to make a move and trade for a pass rusher. Because, Landlord, look at this shit. If you think the regular linebacker room look fugazi, look at the actual pass rusher room. That shit look fugazi as a motherfucker. Just look at it.
Yikes. I mean, man, we gotta hope that we can get the best out of these guys, man. I can't say it's impossible, but we know damn well Eberflus wasn't getting nothing out of him. Not even the best. I'm talking about he wasn't getting nothing. So you mean to tell me this is why I was pro Sam Williams, and I'm glad they did sign him back to give him a chance. Gave him some gas money and signed him back. And I'm glad they did because I think his upside is worth more than just letting him go, especially when you talking about a position of need. That would have hurt our fucking soul if we went out here and drafted a defensive lineman, right? A defensive end. Think about this nightmare scenario. We let Sam Williams go. And I know y'all are high on Sam until he started going crazy next year. And then y'all will be like, oh, Sam Williams, this and that. But let's say we said, bye, Sam. Nice knowing you. And then we draft a defensive end. And he don't work out immediately. He's not good. And Sam be on a contender team out there hooping. We would be looking like, oh, my fucking God. We would be in shambles. No lie. I've seen it. We've seen it. We've seen it far too often as well, too. Like, that's why I'm a little hesitant. Like, I'm like, let me make sure this nigga ain't shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not up here banging for Sam because I gave him a nickname. Now, that little $3 million compared to what he could potentially be, I would rather just keep him. Especially in a position where we suck at. Sign me up. He a young dude with some upside. Maybe this BT Jordan can flip him and make him good again. Who knows? Get his head right. Get some fresh voices in his ear. Some new techniques. Some new teachers. Sam might be a changed man after this. Who knows? But $3 million is worth the shot for me. Maybe Jordan, maybe the BT Jordan dude can flip him, man. You never know.
We'll see. I'll agree with your point that it's cheap enough to where it don't matter. It's cheap enough to if he ain't shit, I'm not worried about it. And if he is shit, you know we can finesse his ass next year.
It's so cheap, he ain't even got to make the team. That's what I'm telling you. Like, you feel me? Like, if he's not doing the necessary stuff and taking the steps to go in the right direction, his ass ain't even got to make the 53. So I love this move, to be honest.
And then Marius Turner said Sam Williams just jumped offside again.
Hey, it happened.
Land and Henny, would y'all want to kick the tires on defensive tackle Christian Wilkins? Is he gonna come play for free? So we just offloaded. Yeah, I'm gonna say we just offloaded a $20 million defensive tackle. If this nigga if he ain't expensive, he want to play for like $4 million. Cool, but I'm not putting that much more money on defensive tackle. You already got Kenny Clark. You already got Quentin Williams. You know, you went and got a Tito up and
we don't call that nigga 007. We already got him.
00 is hard though. We just gonna call that nigga 00, even though he might not have earned the name, because that's way too gangster of a name to get to somebody I don't know. But salute to Nigel on your end with the 10 piece. They got your 2 raffle entries, by the way.
Already salute, Nigel.
He said to me, on the D-line leaders are Kenny and not sure who the leaders are at linebacker and in the secondary. What do y'all think? I think you don't have a leader at linebacker because ain't nobody good enough to be a leader. You can walk it and talk it, but you got to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like Nike. Just do it. You ain't got a motherfucker on here that didn't earn no respect in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like who is these people? Who is you? And salute to Trevor on the Cash App with the 10 piece. That got you 2 raffle entries, man. So I appreciate you for the love and the support, man. And if y'all want to enter them raffles, man, hit the Cash Apps, hit the Super Chats. It's just $5. $5 holla. If you really want to get freaky and send 20, we'll give you 5 raffle entries, man. If you want the R. Kelly treatment, if you want the baby oil, if you want the baby oil, nigga.
They gonna do that in the liquor store. That's for the liquor store side. We ain't doing that in the trap. Nah, y'all go.
Y'all doing it in the trap. Them ligaments gotta be lubricated, nigga. Them ligaments gotta be lubricated, landlord. I don't know what you telling me, people. That's why they be breaking on. He ain't rubbing them down.
Salute to Trump on my side, man, with the $10. They got you 2 raffles, man. We appreciate y'all, but that nigga was.
Hey, I got you, Trey. I got you. I seen you and I got you, Cowboy fan, Trey.
Yeah, we got you, man. He said, damn, what we was talking about. You the 2 off. You're crazy.
Man,
yeah, I was about to say something about the secondary. Yeah, Jalen Thompson is a former captain over there with the Cardinals, so, and I think he got some ties to Christian Parker.
He got ties to Ryan Smith, the secondary coach.
Okay, so you might have somebody who can communicate this stuff to y'all already. PJ Locke got some ties to Christian Parker from Denver.
Correct.
So that might be a communicator right there. Like, we might not even be looking at him like the best safety in the world. He might just be a communicator. He the olive branch between Christian and the players that's trying to get up to speed. So I'm pretty sure that's probably one of the roles that he got him playing. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that can help him out. And he's going to be, I don't know. I know they asked him this question about how hands-on he going to be with the DBs. So we'll have to see how that work out, but I think he needs to be hands-on with our DBs. Like, they need some of that after-school tutoring, the way they was hooping last year. Like, and Rebel got the prototypical cornerback body build, bro. The body type for a cornerback. You can't tell me this dude, these long ass arms, don't supposed to be shutting some shit down. Like, when you got reach like that, bro, you can be beat and still affect the ball, still affect the catch. You know what I'm saying? When you jump up in the air, you still getting deflections and shit just because you got so much reach. He got it's DBs that would love to be the same body type as Russell right now because that shit is unique. It's special. But we just got to see if he can match that all the prototypical NFL shit with his play. That's what we got to see. And I bet on my coaching staff to get them right. I think they're going to get them right, man, because I do believe in this coaching staff, bro. Don't get me wrong. That's why I'm still kind of feeling okay about it because I do feel like the guys that we brought in finna get the cooking with these boys. Like, real talk. Like, if they sorry, they probably going to have them serviceable. They going to have them decent. I'm thinking they going to turn everybody up down there at least one notch. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go from God offer to sorry. You might go from good to great. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody going to get turned up at least a notch. That's how I'm feeling about it. That's how bullish I am about this defensive coach that we have.
I'll say this. It's going to have to work because I'm looking at them if it don't work. Because nobody's telling me, listen, I just want to, let's walk with me through this point with me, landlord. 4th round pick probably could have got you another pass rusher, right? Like that probably the going rate for somebody on an expiring contract that's a pass rusher, some shit like that. You already got to give them the money. You probably could have traded that 4th, or packaged that 4th to go out and get, somebody like Josh Sweat right now. You probably could have figured out a way to bring in Jonathan Grenard with that 4th round pick. Maybe double up 4th or some shit like that. You put it on Rashawn Gary because they know Rashawn Gary. Rashawn Gary got ties to 3 different coaches on this team. He was there with Christian Parker. He already works out in the offseason with Jordan. And then his defensive line coach, is the same defensive line coach that we hired. So he got 3 sponsors on this team. Could have possibly spent on resources elsewhere. So Rashawn Gary come over here and Rashawn Gary does not live up to whatever expectations that we put on him. I'm looking at them because this is your guy. And there's a lot of people that were brought in that are their guys. Jalen Thompson, you got a sponsor in the building already. That's why you here. CJ Locke, you got a sponsor in the building already. That's why you're here. Rashawn Gary got multiple sponsors on this team. That is why he's here. So my thing is this. I trust them. And apparently the front office trusts them because they're bringing in all their fucking people. So I get it. We're campaigning. We're pushing for this. We're pushing for that. But in the grand scheme of things, from this where I'm sitting right here, they done gave these motherfuckers everything they done asked for. You done gave them a pass rusher that they co-signed. That's the only reason that you choose to go get Rashawn Gary. You done gave them Jalen Thompson. That's the only reason that they paid for a safety. These niggas don't pay for safety. When the last time they paid for a safety, landlord?
Never. Raw Williams.
Exactly. Unless you want to count that $2 you gave Donovan Wilson. But my point being is this.
$2.
I know it's year 1. It was like $2.50. It was like $2, and then they found 50 cents. As a sweetener, they found 50 cents in the couch cushion. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I like Jalen Thompson. I'm not sitting here shitting on him. I'm just saying at this point, I don't want to hear nothing about the front office, if this shit don't work. Because every nigga they brought in here got a cosign already. You know what I'm saying? They already playing sort of bringing people in that they know. These aren't necessarily the best people you could have got, but they people that they know. So that's where I'm at with. I don't know if you agree with me on that aspect or not, but I'm looking at it kind of a certain way, man. And at least with a majority of these.
I actually do. Like, we can't keep playing this game, man. Like, these people, I think they're giving them a control. This is what it might be, because it seems like the Jones got a slight pattern here. I think when you first get in here, they gonna leave you the fuck alone. I really do. Like, I ain't saying they ain't gonna let you. They gonna let you do whatever the hell you want to do. But I think this is gonna be the least amount of meddling they'll do when you first get here. I think after you fail, that's when they start being some hoes. You know what I'm saying? That's when they start coming bothering you, making suggestions and shit. I think it get like that. I think right now, because you got to think about the mindset of somebody like Jerry Jones, somebody like Stephen Jones. I think that they have so much hubris that they like, oh, we hired him. We got the right guy. We finna show y'all we trust him. We got him. You know what I'm saying? Like, we hired him. So I think he's finna go out here and do this and that. Y'all know that they want to make sure they capitalize off every dollar they spend. Cause nigga, this is my point, Jerry. I wish I could get this. I wish I could get this thought process out to the masses. That's why we need y'all to like and share this shit. Cause this is some real shit right here. Jerry and Steven, the front office. If you, why in the hell would you hire a new defensive coordinator or anybody that's in a position of control like that and control them? Because guess what? You could have just kept your goddamn money. You could have kept your money then. What are you paying them for if you gonna steer them in every direction that you want? It makes no sense at all. What the hell are you paying them for, Jerry? Leave these people alone. Let them do the job that you paying them for. Jerry and them got the easiest job in the world. If you work for Jerry Jones, you ain't got to do shit. You ain't got to make no major decisions because he going to make them all. And then when they crash out, you just need to have you a job lined up out them. Because the ass going to get fired and he going to be the blame, but you going to be the blame. Like, real talk, bro, it makes no sense for you to hire people if you're not going to let them do their job. Bro, I'm so business about mine. If I hire you, nigga, you might not see me no more. Call me when you're done. Call me when you're done. I paid you to do a job. Get that shit done. Real talk. I'm not doing that buddy shit. You could be my homeboy. If I paid you to do a job, bro, I expect that job to be done. I expect it to be done right. Real talk. Why not?
Real shit.
Why not? Why
quick.
should I expect something lesser and I paid you for it?
I agree with that. Let me just get Keystone's super chat real quick, and I'll let you keep cooking. Cuz said Jalen Thompson is a sponsor, but won't get Akeem Davis Gaither, and he's under the same sponsor. I mean, listen, I would take him because he a linebacker. If you didn't know, Lance, a free agent linebacker. I signed all of today. He he wasn't on my radar until Keystone put me on him. You know, he always got to sleep up his hand. It's not just with the draft picks. This nigga got sleep of free agents and shit. So salute to Keystone, man.
Salute to him.
But no, landlord, I 100,000,000% agree with you. Cause man, at some point, people gonna have to take responsibility for the job title that they have. You know, especially when there's a paper trail, especially when there's commonality with the people that are brought in. If they don't do anything else and Rashawn Gary is the guy, I can't even blame Jerry Jones and them because maybe if you never traded for Rashawn Gary or stamped this nigga yourself to begin with, maybe you would have got a better pass rusher. You know what I'm saying? So
time out though.
I'm with the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Time out. It's always room for some suspicion. So I think we have to make a collective decision and say, hey man, it is what it is. We can always have doubt and criticism and suspicion. You always can. You can criticize, doubt, critique anything somebody tells you. So think about this. One could say, hey, they got on Rashawn Gary, that's his guy, right? They co-sign him, right? One can say that, right?
Mm-hmm. True. Very true. Very, very, very true.
On the flip side, someone that's suspicious can be like, hey, they got a Rashawn Gary, but was that his first option? Was that the one that he really wanted? Or did Jerry and them just give him somebody that he wanted? See what I'm saying? It's always suspicion.
That's true.
It could always
we're not
be
in these rooms.
That's why I don't want to play that game. I don't want to play that fucking game. Because guess what?
It's a dangerous game.
All bitches aside, tell me what happened. That's why I deal in reality. What happened here?
They traded for
what
Rashawn
actually
Gary.
happened?
They traded a 4th round pick for Rashawn Gary. That's what actually happened.
Okay, and Jerry actually hired Christian Parker to be his defensive coordinator, right?
He actually did that. Yes, sir. He did.
And Christian Parker is also responsible for building his staff, right?
Yes, he is. Christian Parker then hired all these melanated Negroes. We ain't seen as many black people in Dallas, since the civil rights movement.
Okay, now their coaches, position coaches, and Christian Parker need to work together and build a team that they need, right?
Yes, they do.
We going step by step. They selected the players that they wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what?
They at least know these. They ain't say
it
no.
didn't have to be the apple of their eye. That ain't got shit to do with them. Why didn't you get the apple of your eye? You supposed to be still fighting, nigga. Max Crosby's still on the market. I don't want to hear that shit. We can't keep making excuses every goddamn time we turn around, bro. Like, what kind of world we living in, bro? Y'all don't live in a world where you have to have accountability in that motherfucker. Like, I'm already rooting for these boys, but I can't sit up in that, like, I can't pinpoint why this happened and who this. Man, fuck that. The man, that's his job. That falls under his job title. He will get the blame. He will get the credit. That's how I'm doing it, point blank, period, bro. That's how the world works, man.
Yep. I'm down with it, especially this time around. And remember, this is for everybody on here. I gave motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt for year 1. This is year 2 of a pro looking at Shotty too. Like I said, you get 1 year to say you're a coach or a first-time head coach or you're building the foundation of your program. Any missteps or misfortunes from here on out, I can't help you. Especially with Shotty, we done went out the way and we kept George Pickens. We tagged this man. We probably get him record-setting money. The running back that you personally said was your guy, that you sponsored, they extended him. Somebody else, they extended his ass, right? Then we went and got you we let you lead the coaching search. We got you the young, hotshot, innovative defensive coordinator that people covet and say gonna be a head coach in a couple of years. You build out a good defensive staff, and this same coaching staff got two top 20 first round picks in assets. They can put it anywhere. They can put both them bitches on the defense. They can go offense, defense. They can go offense, and another defensive free agent. They can do whatever they want. I don't want to hear shit, about trying to learn to win this year. I gave it to you as a courtesy because this is the way I feel. You get 1 year. First year on the house. I need results year 2. So I'm holding everybody accountable this motherfucking year. I don't give a damn about nothing else. If you fuck up, and we're gonna have to reevaluate your job when everything is said and done.
Let me ask you this, I'm oversighted. I'm not here to bash Shotty, but this analogy is gonna make you question how you look at it, though. I'm gonna say that. Okay, so if you said you needed a roof put on your house, and you said, "Land, could you know how to do that, bro? This is what you do. You know what I'm saying? You capable of doing that?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, I can do the job, but it'll be the first time I did it." You know what I'm saying? This is the first time I ever done it. But I can do it, though. I know I just left school. I'm fresh out of school. I know exactly how to do it. But I never actually done it before. So how are you going to view me if I took responsibility and told you? Because I'm not going to tell you this is my first time, though. They ain't going to tell you this their first time. They're just going to be like, "Yeah, I can do it." But if I took on the responsibility to tell you that I can do the job, I should have the blame when it don't work. I don't give a damn how much experience you got. For real. You told me you could do the job. When you signed that paper, you said I can do this job. You said I'm the best man. You came in here for an interview and said I'm the best man for this job. Did you not?
Mm-hmm. He said
you ain't come in here and say, "Hey, Jerry, I'm gonna be winning in about year 3, though. I got you year 3." You ain't say that. You told us you was the best man for this job, and I expect you to be. Like, bro, we adults, bro. Like, when you a man take pride, a real man, we take pride in their job, bro. A man take pride in his job because guess what? I know a lot of people think that's count, but think about this. It ain't about the job, it's about the person doing it. It's about the reputation that come behind it. Right or wrong? Because a real man knows when you do good work follow you. Business follow that. Business follow a person that do good work. So a man that actually got morals and principles, he knows the value in actually doing a good job. He knows that value. Because you don't want to have a bad name, a bad reputation out here. That's not good for a working man in any kind of work. So he gonna take pride in his work because his name is attached to it. That means something.
Yeah, that is true. But the only thing I will say to this, I understand the analogy, and I get the analogy. And if I knew personally, let's just go back and rewind time. Nobody was looking at Shotty as the first choice. He just ended up being the nigga with the job. Because me personally, I wouldn't have hired Shotty, but I just like Shotty after hearing the niggas, right? So let's start there. But in regards to the roof analogy, it's very good talking ass nigga. Like I could listen to that nigga talk football for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like I do enjoy how he talk about the game.
A good talking nigga, boy.
Boy, he be going crazy. But they do give like an action, you know, of like what it would be like in their program, what year 1, year 2, and year 3 would look like. They do have like an action plan of what the program would look like over the course of the contract, right? So I'm not sitting here acting to say anything to take up for it. Like it was a bad season. They were 7-9-1. You know what I'm saying? They were 9-1. They didn't have a good season. But I don't.
Shout out to Black.
Hold on. What Bob said?
He said the roof turned out fine. He just recommended a shitty plumber. That's another job. That's a story for another.
It's a story for another day. Hey man, they flushed the toilet and the sewage jumped out the sink in the kitchen, nigga. But yeah, man, I'm sure. I'm not sure they promised. You know, he promised like a Super Bowl in year 1, but
I think what Vice trying to say is
that shit.
I think what he's saying is
better this year.
I think. Go ahead.
Oh, you're back. Okay, cool. You disappeared from the screen. I thought you had totally left. Yeah. You're good.
My fault. I think the analogy would be better if we asked him to build a house for what Bot said. Now, it makes sense when you put it in that context. Because, okay, we asked him to build a house. He handled the roof and did other stuff good, but he had to hire a plumber to fix the plumbing, and he fucked that up. You know what I'm saying? So he had to fire that plumber and get another plumber in here to fix the plumbing. What Vot's saying is the other part of the house was fine. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, like hey, the foundation
you can't blame. Look, he said you can't blame the roofer because your plumbing fucked up. That's what he trying to say. That's funny. Yeah, no.
It is funny as a whole, though. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. But nah, they're gonna be consequential repercussions this year, though. let's stick with that analogy. You done went through 2 plumbers now, nigga. We still can't have the house flooding and shit this year. Like the house can't flood that 9 times at this point.
Hey, how many times you get to hire a plumber though?
I guess 2. I guess they give you 2. Well, hold on.
You don't get many times to keep trying to hire this plumber. I'm finna tell y'all all our city business. A few years ago.
Go ahead. I'm ready to hear this.
Yeah. Check this out. A few years ago in Birmingham, they hired a company to do like the sewage and shit. And they didn't do it in a timely fashion and they messed it up. So the city like, hey man, I know, look, they so full of shit. They like, hey man, I know we paid all this money to get this fixed, but we need some more money to get it fixed. Wait a minute, man.
Like, what the hell?
Like you paid to get a motor in your car, and then you come outside, your motor ain't hooked up, and now you got to pay somebody to put a motor in again. You got to pay 2 times for one job. I know what manipulation sounds like, man. I'm not crazy.
Well, I'll be fair. You are correct in that, but it also, I guess, it depends on how much they like you. Jason, like, how many different defensive coordinators did they give Jason Garrett? He was here about a decade, so I know we had Rob Ryan at one point.
That was that child, bro. That's different.
He had like 6. Mike had 3 because 2 of them were only for a year. Nolan, sorry ass was gone after that year. He had Dan Quinn for 3 years, and he had 1 year of Mike Zimmer. And
Jason Garrett Jones was his real name. They just left the Jones out.
Is crazy.
They left the Jones off for y'all.
Man.
But y'all, look, I gotta pick at y'all with this. Y'all niggas got Mike out of here in 2-3 years, but you kept Jared, whatever the nigga name is, Jason Garrett for 10 years.
Garrett.
Y'all gonna leave me alone.
Yeah, they kept him for 10. Mike was here for a little second though. He was here for 5 years. Now they should have let him call plays more than the final 2. But no, that's a conversation for another day, as you say. But now let's move on to this other talking point before we get out of here, man. This is your overall defensive depth chart right now, right? At least starters and backups in the 3-4 system. We got Big Quentin Williams, Otto, Double O. I ain't finna keep fucking that man name up. Kenny Clark, Rashawn Gary, DeMarion Overshown, Shamar James. That sounds crazy. Shamar James isn't starting. Donovan Izaraku. We got Revel, Jalen Thompson, Malik Hooker, Deron Bland, and then they got Reddy Stewart listed as the nickelback. I probably would flip that around. I probably have Kobe Durant starting. Kobe Durant gonna start over somebody, in my opinion. I know they don't got it on here. Kobe Durant gonna be a starter.
So we just gonna totally disregard Shamar James for having almost 100 tackles last year. We don't look at him like a player that can have a leap or upside this year at all.
I don't look him as a middle linebacker. I think he'll play fine, but I can't have Shamar James running my defense.
Yeah, I'm with that, but this is an SEC linebacker that showed up on a terrible defense. He actually was one of the few people that had some heart out there that was playing. So I ain't gonna disrespect the young man. He could have some upside this year.
Man, that nigga just too little, bro. I like Shamar James. That boy's so goddamn little. Like, he scares me. He's barely 6 feet tall. Nigga, he's barely 220 pounds. Like, I don't know how long I can have some more there for a prolonged period of time.
You gotta give him a chance, man.
Oh, I'm still tripping. Maybe my sound's out. Hey, y'all in the chat box, let me know what the sound hitting like on my end, man. I had to restart my pro for 2 seconds. Let me know what the sound like over there on a scale of 1 to 10. And salute to 864 Cowboy. He said, only thing about BPA, you end up with guys that don't fit your scheme, and sometimes that fit matters more. It depends. Like sometimes that's true. It's definitely possible, brother. But in terms of guys this draft, you know, like who would be the guy that wouldn't fit at their BPA? You know, schematically. Like if you get Ruben Bain, right? If you get Ruben Bain and he's the guy, he's 275 pounds, you know, 280 pounds, something like that. He could play 4-eye for you. And then there could be scenarios where you kick him out and he rushed the passer, you know, from the 4-2-5 looks. Because remember, we're going to be running not just 3-4, we'll be running multiple looks as well. They told you when we go to nickel, it's not gonna be, and I'm gonna have to break that down for y'all because there's different types of nickels as well, right? There's nickels with 3 down linemen, and that's a 3-3-5, and then there's nickels with 4 down linemen, that's a 4-2-5, right? So, you know, 3-4 is 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, and then, you know, the backers, you know, the cornerbacks. 4-2-5 is 4 down linemen, you know, 2 backers, and then, you know, the five nickels, right? The 5 defensive backs. So if we're gonna play 4-2-5 when we go into our nickel, and then because like you said, we'll be in nickel 75% of the time, we're gonna play a lot of nickel. You know, most teams play majority nickel because that's the way the NFL has gone. It's a very pass-centric league.
Everybody play 11 personnel anyway, so you might as well match it up with nickel.
Exactly. So if we're going to play 4-2-5 a lot, why wouldn't Ruben Bain work? You know what I'm saying? And if we're going to have situations where we can go to regular 3-4 looks, you know, why wouldn't anybody else work? Why wouldn't Cassius Howell work? Why wouldn't David Bailey work? Because you're going to be multiple. If you're multiple, there's not really people that don't fit. If you do everything, everybody fits. You know what I mean? So I don't think you're going to run into that situation with this coaching staff. If you want to go BPA, this is probably the best coaching staff to go BPA with. Now, see, what y'all hear is the vitals of the person who ligament landlord finna steal.
Yeah, they just flatline. They just flatline, so don't even worry about it. We got them ligaments going 5 for 20. You feel me? You gotta do what you gotta do.
Ligaments going for 5 for 20. Raffle entries going for 5 for 20, man. If you want,
it's a dirty job, but somebody gotta do it.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. So yeah, man. But we've been on here an hour at this point, dog. We do appreciate y'all for everything that y'all done did, all the support that you shown, all the love that you shown. Yeah, man. Oh, salute to Wes in the chat box too, man.
Salute to West Coast in the biz.
Yes, indeed, man. Salute to my guy. But yeah, man. Do y'all got anything y'all want to add before 5 for 20 is crazy work? Yeah, $5, $5 per raffle entry. Then if you want then if you send 20, you get 5 of them.
A
It's like you
20
buy something.
twin.
Yes, indeed.
Nigga. Around Norman in Weston. What's it about that 20 twin? Hey, you might need to steal that for when somebody says $20 like that.
I got to. I'm gonna have to find that shit.
Nigga. That's
Man.
a little bad. Hey. But I ain't gonna lie, man. Final word, final thought. I say, once again, man, it sucks because we don't know this dude. We just got a good feeling. You gotta trust them. I don't feel like y'all giving Christian Parker the same amount of trust we gave Shotty. We gave Shotty trust when he came in the building. That's being real. If y'all know landlord tries his best to keep it foul. Is that not a foul statement? We trusted the hell out of Shotty. But Shotty did make some moves though. Like Shotty gave us a little more to, you know what I'm saying? I think maybe he gave us a little more to believe in too. I think he might have gave us a little more to believe in. When he got George Pickens. When he went and got George Pickens though. But we didn't believe in Javonte though. We ain't believe in Javonte. We was like, oh, that's the nigga. We need a running back. We didn't believe in Javonte. But we believed in what Shotty was preaching. That's what we believed in. So I feel like the whole fan base, bro, like tough as it is, we might not see the vision. Who knows? Some of these players might be Christian Parker version of Javonte Williams. We don't know, bro. Sometimes you just gotta let it go and trust the process. Just being fair, bro. Like I'm not high on how this is going for real. I think it's okay. It's solid. It ain't the way I would have went. But just being fair, bro, we gotta trust the process. If you trust the coach, you gotta trust the process, bro. And he ain't did nothing for us to not trust him yet. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he at least deserve a clean slate and a fair process when he first come in. We gotta trust it. This man is traded Osa and everything, bro. I think that was him. Cause you wanna know why? What's the common denominator? What's the common denominator? Because Osa just got paid, sir. Christian Parker come through the door. Now he gone. That's a definite Christian Parker move. So you got to trust him. We can't talk about how Jerry and them manipulating shit behind the scenes and being puppet mouth. That right there, sir, is a definite Christian Parker move. We pay Osa. When the fuck is you seen the Cowboys pay somebody and trade them?
Shit, never.
We gotta put the conspiracies to bed a little bit, man. Just being real, bro. We gotta look at what's going on out here. This shit is in your face. You can't be delusional. When the world is happening around you and you interpret it a whole nother way, we can't do that. Because at the end of the day, reality is reality. And it looks like this young man has been awarded the power to build his defense. I think he's an impressive young man. I think he'll get this shit done. And I trust him. Right now, he ain't did nothing for me not to trust him. I ain't heard nothing but great shit about him. I'm going to have to trust the process. So let's see. Hey, let's see. That's what I say.
Same here. And listen, I do trust him. I don't trust the personnel moves. I trust him as a coach. I'm not really trusting what I'm seeing in terms of roster building right now. Because I look at it and it looked like some shit that I wouldn't put on the field. And I'm just being straight up and down with you. Could this shit work? Of course, it could work. They could coach these niggas up. They can go out there and play fundamental football. They could be forcing turnovers. Some of these guys could have career years. There's a rock who could make a step. There's a lot of possibilities that could happen, Land. I'm not sitting here acting like there ain't. But when I talk about the personnel standpoint of it, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I won't feel really comfortable until they make some personnel moves that I really, really agree with. I like Kobe Durant. I like the Jalen Thompson hiring. You know, I like some of these moves. I even like the addition of Double O because the boy is a space eater and a run stopper. You know, and you got cheaper, you know, at the defensive tackle spot instead of having three $20 million DTs. I like some of those moves, but I still need a better pass rusher than what I got, and I still need a middle linebacker. And if they get me that, then I'll talk nice to Christian Parker. Until then, bitch ass nigga, get your shit together. Get your shit together, bitch ass nigga. We ain't bring you in here to do no dick pulling, hoe. Get this team right, nigga. I ain't seen no real pass rusher yet. I ain't seen no damn middle linebacker yet. Fuck you gonna do? You gonna go out there and cover, nigga? All right. It was all love when you got signed. Get over here bullshitting you want to. Cause nigga, listen. You think we tough on Christian Parker, nigga? We knew after 2 games. That that Eberflus sorry ass wasn't shit. We were ready to get rid of Eberflus after 2 games. So Christian Parker, I wish you would bring your high yellow ass over here messing up. That's all I gotta say. I can't hear shit you saying either. You breaking up. All right, they got landlords speaking a different language now. We're gonna have to get off of here, man. God bless America. God bless the Dallas Cowboys. Christian Parker. Don't be out here doing too much now. Yeah, don't be out here doing
right now though. For him to trade Olsen, hate him, and y'all know I actually look. I'm saying that to really put it in perspective now, because I actually love them. I love way more.
Oh yeah. We can't hear you, landlord. You turned to a robot again. But it's all good. We finna piece it up anyway, man. We finna piece it up anyway. God bless. We gonna holler at y'all, man. Cause we can't hear nothing you saying.
Like that.
It's all good, man. All good. We appreciate you for coming on. We appreciate y'all tapping in.